Welcome inside the State Champs studios for another edition of State Champs at the State Finals. I'm Jonathon Kidd along with David Zulkiewski. So Dave, welcome back.
Thank you. Great to be here.
We're going to be recapping the recent girls swimming state championships. And Dave, you know, you took a break from coaching, so what are you doing these days?
Still working for Michigan Coaches Association, doing a great job, having a lot of fun working on the website, social media stuff, and working with SwimCloud right now a little bit to calibrate, dial in a bunch of data and stats for the kids and compile a bunch of meet results and have a lot of fun doing that.
All right, before we get going here, State Champs at the State Finals is presented by Lawrence Technological University. You can recruit yourself at ltuathletics.com. And this was the 50-year anniversary of the first swimming state final, Dave.
Yeah, so got a chance to go back in the history books a little bit. 1972, Rochester High School. Had about 83 teams, I think, competing, which is crazy to think about that small pool there. But, you know, Mercy won that first state championship for us, and Pioneer was a runner-up. Actually, you know, thinking about it a little bit, Dolores Yeager was the first coach. We were reliving a few things at finals, took a few minutes at the D1 meet to celebrate that, and a lot of great things have happened since then, and really happy to be part of the celebration.
All right, let's begin our recap in Division III, and this footage is courtesy of MHSAA.TV, and congratulations to Bloomfield Hills Marian, first state championship since 2008. Yeah,
Dave Eichenhorn, first-year coach, one of my former assistants, and was at Growth for a while. Jumped in the first year and led those ladies to a state championship. Won a couple different events. You know, took care of you know, relay, I think, early on, and just nice dominant performance. A lot of back and forth, real tight race. I think at one point, right around the 2 free relay, it was, you know, either tied or a couple teams within a couple points, and really exciting finish there. Rachel Bello from Marian won the breaststroke, named to our dream team, and dual state champion in her 2 events, and really helped Marian get that last little surge at the end for their state championship.
And then what are some other highlights from D3?
Yeah, so, you know, always love a good sprint race. Lainey Wolf out of Wayland won the 50 and 100, just did an outstanding job. You know, always a close race. You got to put together those fine little pieces in the race. She did an outstanding job. Lauren McNamara and Rachel Bello were named swimmers of the meet. And Lauren and Rachel went head-to-head in the IM. Rachel beat her in the IM, but Lauren's second swim, where she got the state championship in the fly, just an outstanding time. Surged her way back up into that hunt for that swimmer of the meet, and her and Rachel shared swimmer of the meet at the D3 meet.
Let's now go to Division II at Calvin University, and congratulations to East Grand Rapids. They were state champs in Division III last year. They bump up to D2, and they ended Seaholm's 3-year run of being state champs in Division II.
Yeah, I mean, I think year after year, we're talking about Butch Briggs, just some awesome depth out of his team. They only won one event. They won the 200 free relay. And but if you go look through those results, they're putting 2 and 3 swimmers, 2 and 3 divers in these events, scoring points, and that's just outstanding for Butch. Hats off to him. I'm sure we're up in the 30s now for state champions. So yeah, and on Seaholm's side, Carl Hodgson continues to do a great job. Great program, you know, middle school program all the way through high school. 2 individual state champs, 200 and 500 freestyle. So you got Sam Clifford in the 200 free. She's going on to compete for Naval Academy next year. Outstanding young lady. I've had the chance to work with her, even though her dad, just a great swimming family. And Kelly Hassett in the 500 free put together a really great race, nice strategy, and goes out there and dominates and wins it for Seaholm.
And how about in the diving? Lily Whitty, once again, 4-time state champion from Dexter High School.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? This young lady's been breaking records since her freshman year, her first dual meet, and continue to just impress and improve every year. We were getting pictures. We were at the D1 meet. They were taking pictures of the scoreboard. I think there were some 9.5s and maybe some 10s on that scoreboard throughout semifinals for her. Breaks the all-state record, makes the dream team, and has just left an incredible mark on Michigan diving. I think has really inspired a lot of the young ladies to get out after that and try some great things.
And you wanted to touch base about Jonathon.
Absolutely. Coach Stumpf and the ladies out of Jonathon doing just an outstanding job. Finished runner-up, a lot of dominant performances, and I think a lot of that starts with what the coaching staff's doing early on. They put together a great team camp, they build that environment, they get that energy going, everybody's contributing. You got 4 young ladies, 2 sets of sisters doing some awesome stuff. They bookend the meet with a medley relay win with the 2 Albrecht sisters and the 2 Umstead sisters, and then they cap it off in the 400 free relay, winning that at the end. Jonathon wins the IM. And then I got to double check with the two sisters. The Albrecht sisters go 1-2 in the 50. How great is that? Got to be something, probably a trivia question that not too many people can say they were part of. They win the breaststroke. The Jonathon team wins the breaststroke as well. But strong performance all around. Probably the most dominant team performance you saw with a lot of individual champions.
All right, and we wrap it up in Division I at Oakland University and Ann Arbor Pioneer once again. Third consecutive state championship.
Yeah, Steph Kuriska is doing an outstanding job. Strong coaching staff, group of kids that buys into what's going on, believe in things. They know there's always that spot to improve and do great things, and Steph's done it again for them. I think that meet, the start of that meet was just awesome. The medley relay, incredible. Pioneer wins it and sets the tone for the rest of the meet. But if you're watching that meet, side by side, lane 4 and 5, Livonia Stevenson's in the water, and Pioneer goes out there and gets about a 1.5 lead in the back. Then Mackenzie Soroki dives in from Livonia Stevenson, outstanding breaststroker, and she goes out there, outsplits Pioneer by 2 seconds. Butterflyers dive in, I think Pioneer's maybe about a half second, gets that lead back, and then Allie Allen dives in for Stevenson at the end, has the fastest split in the state, I think it was 22.89. Maybe another 2 or 3 yards, it might be a different story, but two teams, you know, hand touch, place is electric, energy's going nuts, the roof's about to blow off that place, and then we still have a home meet ahead of us yet. So it was a great way to start the day. So. And
how about a freshman at West Bloomfield High School, the 200 and the 500 free?
Yeah, so Elizabeth Eichbreich just did an outstanding job. This young lady came into Oakland County this year and breaks a record from 1980. Cheryl Barnicoat's 500 free record from Andover. It's been the Oakland County record for a long, long time, and really opened a lot of people's eyes up to what she was about to do. So she goes out, she wins 200 and 500 free this year, makes our dream team. And if you like picking apart the numbers, and 200 and 500 really get a chance to strategize. You really get to look at some stuff. She's out with the best of them, but then where a lot of girls start dropping off and maybe times, start to taper off a little bit, she holds really strong power, a lot of speed. She's out splitting girls by, 0.4, 0.5, even 0.7, I think, at one point in that 500. And when you build that up over the course of 20 lengths, she's got a body length, almost 2 body length lead, and just charged home to win it. So great job for her. I know her and her coach, Ronson, they're looking forward to, another 3 years of doing this. I believe they work together, some different teams as well. So, she's getting a great experience, and I think they're going to do some great stuff down the road.
And how about Mackenzie Soroki from Livonia Stevenson? She repeats again in the breaststroke. She's committed to Minnesota Duluth for hockey, for, women's hockey. She might have to make an interesting decision soon. She's still going to play hockey, but, I heard like she might be trying out for the Olympic trials here.
Could be. Yeah, I got a few years coming up here. We got summer 24 would be trials. But yeah, her 100 breaststroke prelims, she goes 1:00.07, resets her own state record, and man, right there at that 59.9 marker, it was so close. She goes out 27.4. I think probably had like a body length or more lead, at the first 50. Tried to hold on as long as she could. Had a great race in finals, went a little bit slower. But this young lady, she catapults herself off the block. Her turns are incredible. So much speed and power. Just, the wake that she generates plowing through the water. Just an outstanding athlete. I think she's got some opportunities ahead of her to, weigh out and see. I know hockey's #1, but I think we celebrate that. Just how great to have a dual sport athlete, somebody that's that dedicated, that talented. So congratulations to her and to Greg Phil, her coach, and looking forward to seeing what she'll do in the future.
As we wrap it up here on State Champs at the State Finals, it's been the last couple of years here that it's been normal. It's back to normalcy. So what's the growth of swimming right now?
Numbers dropped off a little bit for us the last few years. We're starting to see things build back up. I know a lot of coaches we're getting into middle school season right now, so they're really looking at promoting those sports and getting more involvement. Numbers have been down a little bit, so we're looking forward to building that up again, getting the kids in the water for club season and middle school and doing those type of things. But yeah, I think we're getting back to that balance. You're seeing records start to fall again. You're seeing the times improve, and yeah, just a lot of great things here in the future to be happy about.
We mentioned earlier that it was the 50th anniversary of the first girls state championship. It's getting close to 100 years for the boys?
Yeah, coming up. So I think it was 1924. So we're coming up in the next few years. So get ready. We're going to be celebrating a lot of great things. We've come a long way from big baggy suits and who knows whatever to these speed suits and all these great advancements in pool technology and just training and all that type of stuff. So yeah, we're going to be celebrating here the next few years and it's just been a wonderful ride. So looking forward to it.
And I'm going to put you on the spot. You know, the boys' season starts in a couple weeks. You know, who's the teams to look after?
Yeah, get ready. A couple competitions coming up early December. You know, Pioneer, I'm sure, going to be ready to go this year. Michael McHugh at Dexter, I know, is putting together a great program. The other one I was thinking about was Stephen Boyer, Holland, West Ottawa. We got some really strong teams out there on the west side, so get ready there. I'm sure we can guarantee we're going to be talking about Butch Briggs and the great things they're doing at EGR. A few new coaches, so you'll see a few new guys on the deck, a few new gals on the deck.
And you have and there's one at Cranbrook that's committed to Michigan too, right?
Ethan Schaub, yeah, right? Yep, he's going to be swimming there. And you got Paul Ellis in his second year as a coach there. So, yeah, get ready. You're going to see some good swims out of those guys.
Well, thank you very much, Dave, for joining us here. You know, it's been a great ride. We'll talk again in March.
Great, thank you.
And that's it for another edition of State Champs at the State Finals.
State Champs at the State Finals is powered by Lawrence Technological University. Visit l2athletics.com and recruit yourself. Also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of the MHSAA. The Detroit Medical Center's Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Pros. Visit dmc.org/gamechangers. U.S. Navy Recruiting. Call 313-315-2560 and talk to a local officer to find out how the Navy can take you anywhere from the sea to the stars.